Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to J3 Entertainment. We got a hot new movie review for y'all today.
Yes, we do.
Hulu came with another hitter. I'm talking about Prey.
Yes, sir.
And being Predator fans,
yes,
Die Hard fans.
Ultra.
Die Hard. I love it. Everybody loves a Predator movie, right?
Can't go wrong with it.
I've been watching since the beginning. We all love it.
We love it.
Comic books. It's there.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. Let's go. Come on.
I don't have no time to bleed.
Subscribe. Follow. Watch. Listen. Come on.
So, we had to go ahead and give you guys a spoiler review. Unfortunately, we can't just do a normal review on this one because the fandom just bleeds out.
It's too much to talk about.
Yeah, we're going to spoil it by default. So, this is a spoiler review. If you don't want to be spoiled, go ahead and push that like button, subscribe, and go to watch later and come back.
Yeah, man.
But, I'm going to tell you, man, ain't nothing wrong listening to the spoilers on a Predator movie because it's a hunt no matter what you talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But maybe you don't want to be spoiled on how people got.
Basically.
I got you. So, if you're new to the channel, let me explain how we like to review movies. We like to go ahead and give you guys that experience, how this movie made us feel watching it. Then we give you guys the good, the bad, our favorite scenes, and then we give you guys a grade. Let's go ahead and get into the experience. Who wants to go first?
Me, man. My experience was solid. A little bumps along the way, but pretty solid, man. I was completely enthralled by watching this movie beginning to end. And that's hard to do these days. Sometimes they slow down. The pacing was great. You could just sit down and watch. Absorb all the entertainment. Solid.
Yeah, I had a retro experience with this one. My father showed me Predator, so I showed Predator to my kids. We had a family event. It's Friday, TGIF. We all sat down, we ate our food, drank our drinks, had our ice cream, and we enjoyed Prey.
Okay. I got to, rewatch the other movies and stuff, and I thought it was cool just to be able to watch this at home. I heard all the buzz and things like that we're going back to the beginning. It was cool seeing the Predator story in a new environment, a new setting, just like going back to the beginning, kind of getting a little bit of that Dark Horse history. I enjoyed that, man. Wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
Totally had that feel to it.
Yeah, it was nice when it came to that. Let's go ahead and get into the good. You go first.
All right. So I will say I thought the action set pieces were pretty solid and top notch. Very personal action, very National Geographic setting, and it really just felt like a hunt movie. The only thing missing was a narration. Like I thought that was pretty legit.
Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's crazy is like everybody's hunting everybody, so it's not just humans, it's animals too. Like who's the prey, who's the weakest, who's the threat. And you're seeing both sides making mistakes, learning, getting better. I thought that was very unique because it's like, all right, they're making up. This time he's gonna do this. All right, he's gonna try this. All right, this creature's gonna do this. Everyone's attacking the weak. And in reality, they're all weak.
Yeah.
But they're getting more efficient. I'm like, okay, this is cool. The details of the weapons, the details of their tactics, the details of their strategies. They're, okay, I can't do this time because they're gonna try this. They're gonna figure that out. All right, I gotta hide. I can't be out in the open like this. Okay, I'll mess up. They'll do this. So I like the tacticalness of it on both sides, even the animals too.
Yeah.
How they were just like, okay, we don't know what's out there, but whatever is in my path, I'm gonna go after it.
Yeah.
Everybody was on alert.
He ain't lying.
My favorite part about the movie is really based on the Comanche tribe and how they coexisted in the 1700s. That's something that I think we all need to see, and how survival over war or attacking is different. Different tactics, different costume, their camouflage. It worked. I liked it. I learned a little bit more about the tribe in this film. Educational factor was there. It was some authentic factors that I liked. I liked the stars. What's her name? Naru.
Naruto.
I liked her moccasins. The costume designs were fire. I was really digging a lot of that in the action portion.
Okay. I thought the music was very cultural, very like epic, like tribe, like music. It was something different in the Predator setting.
I would have liked more like tribal drums. And
it was an interesting native score. How they went more like orchestra and sound with it. It wasn't like all electronic and things. Very throwback.
Yeah, I don't think they could do that. 1700. That become
right. Very
Bill and Ted, bro, what is this?
It was epic in that sense. The music was new too because up until this point, all the Predator themes have been the same. Like,
Yeah.
And even when it was different, it was like reditioned and like remastered.
You hear the
remixed.
horn and the little drums.
Yeah. So this was a change. Like they added a new energy to it. I thought the score was dope.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
For me, man, one of my goods, I love seeing the Predator in a new setting. I know we love the OG jungles, man, but we saw that already. We've seen the concrete jungles, man. We've seen the temple. I want to see him in the snow. I want to see him in the desert. So I love to see him in the plain and the forest. This was something new, dope. Watching him adapt to his new environment, I loved it. For example, he couldn't just hide in the shadow of the trees, man, even though he's cloaked. Little snakes and ants crawling on him, he had to adapt. Like, oh, I can't just be out here like that.
Right.
You know, I'm out trying to watch these people, so I like seeing him adapt in different environments. Like stealth ain't enough sometimes. They've always been able to see the Predator. What's that in the trees? You see, you kind of, because it's not really full invisibility. It's really light bending, so you can kind of see the waves on him. Even though we didn't get too much of this movie, you can assume it's there a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
I love that aspect. I love seeing the Predator with new weapons. He didn't have his plasma capsule because, as you all know, the Predators don't like to hunt with overkill. They come with the weapons assessed for the situation. He had little dark needles. Had the little razor blade anklet that he cut the dude's foot off. We got to see the net caster, what it do when it actually finished winding up.
Yes.
Turned that dude into sushi. That was tight.
Sushi, ground beef.
He's gonna make hamburger helper.
Hickory style too, because the wood was there, bro.
What's for dinner?
Yo, when he put out them dual blades and whatever, like, I love watching
Hickory
new
was
weapons
hot.
because every Predator is different. They don't all use the same weapons. They have similar things, but not all the same. I love when they give every. That's how you get every Yautja their own personality.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Like, what are you efficient at? Love that.
Yeah. Let's get into the bag.
So I will say, I wish this movie had an extra hour on its running time because I wanted to see that progression of the main soldier, the main native. Yeah, Naru. I felt like she was still kind of amateur.
Right.
And by that extra hour, we would have seen her growth and grow into that warrior.
She did get into her feet real quick.
Didn't get her shadow clones, no Rasengan.
Yeah, she was just there, bro.
Super rush, like I get it, and I
like Naruto.
it, but I wanted a little extra hour on that.
Okay.
For me, I did not like the design of the Predator.
I'm right with you.
I thought they were too focused on him being different, that he looked really different. Like he didn't look. He like a Bizarro style of.
When he took the mask off, I was like, no, not the Super Predator.
His head was really large. Kind of reminded me of Elephant Man. Like he didn't hit like the Predator. Even though he's an alien, he still looks cool.
Yeah.
This one looked deformed.
His head looked like a cuttlefish.
Yeah, he was like, he had that chin, bro. Like he was half horse or something. I don't know. I just didn't like his design. It was really that's really the main thing I didn't like about that.
All right, man. So for me, I got two major bads, and that's we all knew it was coming because they promoted the film. It's kind of like a feminist Predator film, coming of age story. The agenda is there just a little bit, but just enough to annoy me because it didn't make sense. The Comanche warriors would have never shunned a female warrior like that. They would have welcomed her. I gotta be this critical because the movie was almost perfect. It had all the ingredients, but it burnt the cake just a little bit. Just a little bit.
No, it didn't.
Instead of shunning her for being a girl, imagine if you're like, no, Naru, you're just not ready yet. But during the movie, it could have been better if the Predator attacks the village and all the hunters come together and she has to go out there with these warriors who she all looks up to and is watching them one by one get picked off and ends up being the one to kill at the end, proving herself to her brother, the war chief. That is a much better story, and all the ingredients were there to make it. They kept slamming you over there. You're a girl. What do you have that for? You don't know how to use that. Like, we get it. She's a girl. They're like, okay, stop.
Yeah.
That kept taking me out the movie, and it wasn't worth it. She couldn't hunt.
And the fact that she was a good tracker.
Yeah.
She already knew things.
Very.
She wasn't a fool to the idea.
Right.
And then it's like, I hate when movies do this. We're in 1719. Don't incorporate 2022.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, man.
And that's bad. I gotta kind of put on that kind of hurt that story with the writing because you're incorporating the what's going on now about then, because about then was about survival. It wasn't about man or I mean, yes, you have women and men and everything like that too. But at the end of the day, if you can get the job done no matter what, that's what it is.
Like, I could see them at least saying, like, all right, Naru, you're a great tracker. We don't want you around the line, but help us find it. Stay in the back.
Yeah, we want you
totally
heard or something.
Totally seen that, but they were just a little too ham-fisted with the agenda, and it hurt the movie. My second bad is this. It was a lot of lore-breaking moments in The Predator, man. Yo, when he got wounded a lot. When he gets wounded, his suit bends the light, but his blood produces light, bro. They should have been able to see this guy.
Yeah.
We didn't see enough of him treating his wounds. He had Wolverine healing factor. He would get wounded right there, and the blood would just disappear.
Well, he had that gun. He was
but hey, he gotta stop and do that, bro. Yeah. He was in the fights. Remember when the wolf bit him?
Yeah. When the bear bit him.
Oh, bro. And it's like, where's his blood? I need to see it. Like
yourself.
And those kept taking me out of the movie, man. Those are my bads.
I'm with that. I agree on both bads. Yeah. It has its problem. It could have been perfect though. I think the whole, like you said, coming together as one, and the Predator has to be able to face all of this. Like, yo, they ain't no joke.
With all the assets and themes that they had, this movie had all the ingredients to be the perfect Predator film. And they wanted the agenda too much, man.
Yeah, that agenda will hurt. So, let's go ahead and get into our favorite scenes or a scene we did not like.
Okay, man, right off the bat, there's a scene that really stood out to me. It lets me know somebody in this writer room is paying attention to the comic books and how they Yautja to think and hunt. Because they're not just savage brutes. They're highly intelligent. They just appear savages. It's a scene where one of the dudes escaped the Predator massacre. He's missing his leg, and she gives him this flower that helps numb his pain, but it makes his body really cold. And the Predator's coming, and she kind of hides. And he's on the ground. You see the Predator following the trail of blood. He's like, I see the blood, but where he at? And he's looking around because all the bodies are cold. He looks closely at the blood, and he sees warm blood coming out of cold body. He walks like, how is it warm blood coming out of a dead corpse? And he walk up to him and get a little closer. I think he stepped on him or something.
Stepped on that leg.
And he screamed, and he stabs him. I'm like, ooh. He finishing his kills. I like that, showing how the Predator think. That was dope.
That was cool. For me, I like the whole setup at the very end when she caught the Predator. How when she was in the mud swamp, the muddy swamp or quicksand or whatever you want to call it, and she got out and she was like, yo, if I bring him this way, I can get the jump on him. I thought that was very clever because you got to remember, this is a young female, and at that time, she had to be no more than like 14.
14, 15.
You know what I mean? So, and she's not of size to handle him head up.
At all.
So she utilized her, I know, right? But, I mean, you still have, let me grab him one time. She wasn't going to do nothing. So she utilized her surroundings to stop him. That right there was the brain over Bronze. I like that.
Okay. My favorite scene was when they got to the forest and it was like a little hailstorm, and you see the Predator. You see the Predator going up close and personal combat with like each of the other warriors that was out there. So you got hand to hand, and then you start decapitating, and then you start seeing the tech come out. Bro, you start getting more tactical.
They thought they had him, bro, and the people and the horses just get cut up from behind them. They ready.
Like, you saw personal fatalities for each body. Like everybody got personal kills. Like that was dope.
They turned it up.
You start seeing the tech right there, and I like that.
Yeah,
they turned it up, man.
Action scenes. That one scene in particular was great because it was like straight survival mode at that point.
Yeah. Y'all had any scenes y'all didn't like?
I don't.
Okay. I'll say this. I didn't like how they did the bear. He was just eating. She come over there picking at him. You know what I mean? Well, you know what? I like that scene.
No, she was trying to eat Naru.
He was there eating. No, he was minding his own business.
The bear?
Then, she shot at him, missed.
The bear gave a good performance.
And he looked, he said, what the hell?
The bear killed the whitetail that she was trying to hunt.
Hey, man, this a dog-eat-dog world out here, bro.
He got his dog ass ate up.
And then he was like, but the crazy thing about that scene was how clever and smart that bear was.
That's the same bear from The Revenant.
He ran up. He was like, "Rah!" He was like, "Oh hell no, I'm gonna walk around here." The dog was like, "Hey, he coming! Let's get him out of here." The dog ran past him. I like that scene too.
No, remember when the dog ran? I thought it was gonna come to her. The dog kept on like, "Come on, he coming!"
Yeah, right.
The dog was like, "Room."
And she
translation: the bear coming. Who? The bear coming.
I loved it.
Up the hill.
And the dog was my favorite character.
Yo.
Just off GP.
The bear was tight, man.
The dog was logical.
I think the dog spent a mint in the movie as a spiritual animal. Because he only showed up when something was severe or she needed that companion. Because he was gone.
Yeah.
I didn't really see nobody else react to the dog though.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, our brother talked to him.
No, the mom.
The mom did too. But that's what I'm saying. I think it was more of a it meant something more because no one else had animals.
I'll take it.
Our personal connection.
I think it was a spiritual thing with that dog because the dog was captured when she was captured. Yeah, like
energy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
was
makes
cool.
sense though.
But let's go ahead and give this movie a grade. Prey, a Hulu exclusive.
Yeah, it's Hulu original. Yo, this is their best original movie. Can we say that?
Yeah. I was trying to think of another one, but yeah.
I'm trying to think of one too.
Yeah.
Just off GP, I can't think of one off the top of my head. I think this is their best original movie.
You guys would know. Put in the comments down below for some more.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What you give?
But yo man, as a diehard, I've literally read every Predator comic book. I know I'm one of them guys. There were a lot of gripes I have with this movie, but even with those gripes, this is still one of the best Predator films. I can't give it. It was this close to a perfect 5 for me because I love Predator so much. They had every reason to do everything right. But I can't give it nothing lower than a solid 3.5, man. Solid movie. And for you guys, you ain't going to have the same gripes as me. Y'all might give it a solid 4 or 5.
Gotcha. So the knowledge is what put you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's just like, oh, come on, y'all. You got to respect the Lord.
Gotcha.
It's bigger than just a huge franchise. That's it.
All right. I'll be honest with you. I went in open-minded. Didn't know much about it, but the trailer was fire. And I have to say, a lot of movies deceive you with the trailers. The trailer gave me a movie that I end up getting. I enjoyed the film. I'm not a diehard fan, but I love The Predator. I love Part 1, 1987. I was there. I watched it. Kid, grew up with it. Love every bit of it. Things about the movie did take me out of it. I didn't like the fact that they utilized Arnold. You know, come on, get me. I didn't like that. No, you're messing up. You're going too far. You let Arnold keep his thing, man. That's his thing. You come in with a noose word. Like, stay back or something. I don't know.
You fall behind, you're on your own.
But I did enjoy it. It's not my favorite Predator. I still like 1. I still like 2. And I like the Predators. The one
2010.
2010.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Rodriguez.
I like that one. But it is a good movie. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars.
Let's go. You right there with me.
Okay. I'm going to say...
You got to do that again, bro. There you go.
I'm going to say...
That was like I felt like a customer. Like, I felt like an associate working and a customer half right, man. I'm like...
We should have the Predator one handshake.
Dylan, son of a bitch. Nah, man, I really enjoyed this movie. My complaints was a little minor. I thought it was a great change of pace. This movie opened the door for the Dark Horse lore in many ways.
Yeah.
I think the biggest star of this movie is the director, man, Dan Trachtenberg. Keep him around for more Prey films. I want to keep this period piece setting because we need to see more of the spectacle of that hunt and how the hunt evolves and how the tactical gets better.
Like some Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Who else is he going to go up against? Like, what are both sides going to be doing? What's the setting going to be like? What's the weather setting going to be like? What's the atmosphere going to be like? So I love that Prey opened those doors and opened those questions. What's the weaponry going to be like? This movie did it all. It was a nature survival horror film. I'm going to have to give it 5 stars, man. I got what I wanted.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was almost with you, bro.
No, I
just read too many comic books and I'm spoiled by
I get it, Joe.
Spoiled by Dark.
I'm just judging the movie.
Yeah,
I
got you, bro.
The movie's very well directed, and I had a blast with it. I wish I could have saw this in theaters. That's how much I enjoyed it.
They might end up putting it in theaters.
I can smoke about that.
I hope so.
That might even change my experience.
I want to watch this with an audience, man, because I enjoyed
with the
it
sound?
at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want that.
Because that was a quiet movie. It was like a lot like The Revenant. For real. It really was.
Yeah, like, you just like action hunting movies, man. This movie did it, and they throw you right into it. It doesn't waste no time.
He ain't lying. Yo, man, I was this close to giving it a 5, man, but they had so many lore-breaking moments, man. As much as I love this movie, couldn't get past it, man. So particularly, every time the Predator got bit, his blood would just disappear. Like, where's that wound go? Because their stealth suit bends light. It's not making them invisible. Their blood produces light from the organic radon that their blood produces from being a spacefaring race that they've adapted to. And that's in the comic lore. It should make sense.
Then can you explain her brother getting his side cut?
Oh yeah, and that
what is he, alien now too?
Yeah, he was like everybody's Wolverine, bro.
Everybody's wounds just healed
when the wolf,
off a leaf.
When the wolf bit him in the leg, that blood should have been there. When the bear mauled him a little bit, that should have been there. Unless we got some scenes where he's stitching himself up in different kind of ways. I would have loved that because that's one of my favorite scenes in Predator 2. But I gotta go back to when he wipes out the whole squad of warriors she was with. Old boy came in with the spear, stabbed him with the whole spear through the foot, bro. Everywhere this man went, he should have left a glowing.
And he booked it. He caught up to him.
He should have left a glow-in-the-dark Bigfoot stamp everywhere he went throughout the movie until he fixed it. And he didn't, bro. And then another scene, bro, where I don't care what nobody say. Her brother, the war chief, yo, he killed that youngster, bro. He came behind him with his own combi stick, which when you extend it, it becomes serrated and stabbed through and through. Not through the arm, through the left pectoral, bro. Yeah. He should have had a collapsed lung or something. And he still ended up killing the brother? Like, come on, man.
Well, the brother gave up. That's one thing I forgot to talk about, though. I didn't like the transition of the brother. he was
Come
a
on,
warrior.
man, you gotta keep
He was
your sister safe,
He was
man.
a warrior at one point, then he just kind of like gave up. Like
Bro.
he wouldn't have done that.
No. I gotta keep my sister safe from this demon that's out here killing her. I'm the only one capable. I wouldn't just say, come on, Naru, let's go.
This is the last of my journey.
Yeah.
I was expecting
What?
Rock to come out of nowhere and say,
What?
no, it's not. Like he did in Hercules.
Oh God! It's like
No, it's not.
It's not my time.
It's up to you, 15-year-old sister, with all of our warriors dead. Go, lead the way. No, we finna
Lead
get
us
out of here.
The promised land.
Come on, man. And then they made him a liar, bro. He a Comanche. He's supposed to be honorable. He came to the village like, no, you didn't do it, I did. And then later in the movie, it was your spirit that weakened the lion. No, he would have been proud of him, like, hey, your spirit weakened the lion, but you didn't finish though. You're not ready yet. You still got a little bit to learn. That would have been cool, but they just kind of played it up too much, man. Then when she shot it in the head, bro, like, come on.
I mean,
it went through the helmet but didn't damage it. The visor could still work.
He did. That's just the things about it. Like, that's when you kind of got to suck it up and be like, it's a movie.
Yeah.
That's when you kind of got to suck it up and be like, it's just a movie, because we can go all day, all night on all kind of stuff. How she was in mud, and you know what I mean? She was using all the strength she had, and that little rope she had was able to support her and that mud.
Oh God!
It didn't break.
Yo,
and she just wrapped it around.
You know what I thought was gonna happen? I thought the string was gonna pop. Her brother was gonna save her or something.
I thought she was gonna slide right back in. I thought it was gonna break.
But she didn't make it out. Okay, I'll give him that. But
like how she walk out of that? Like, yo, what are you gripping on?
That's heavy. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I get you. When she took,
it's a movie.
When she took the Predator helmet, he really would have been able to find his own helmet with his wrist blade. They're linked, and if he lost both his wrist blade and his helmet in his med pack, he has a GPS, or he should. I'm just saying.
What about you?
It's been done before.
Favorite scenes? When they got to the forest, man. That close quarters combat. Oh, yeah. When the little blizzard was happening, I thought that was pretty dope. You got up close and personal with
he grabbing the ash out the sky. Like, it's ash? Oh, okay.
Man, the axe came in. Then you had the little saw blade that cut around the neck when he was stuck to the tree.
That shield was tight.
That was crazy.
That shield he had was tight. Yeah. And how she thought of it when he was going to kill her, and she went through them stones, bro. He was like, yeah. Like, oh.
He's like, nah.
And the other dude got punched. I think like he went straight through his chest or something like that.
Oh, he was effing him up, bro. He showed his strength.
Yeah.
He did show his strength.
So I that was rarely, because like we rarely see the Predator in hand-to-hand combat like that with multiple people attacking him. Like that was pretty cool.
What if he broke out and did some Kill Bill shit? Like,
that would have been crazy.
Because normally when they getting jumped like that, they break out the plasma caster and
just
lighting niggas up.
And then the missiles go separate. Yeah.
But I like how she used his own helmet against him. It just didn't make too much sense how he was like blind like that, because the Predator's seeing infrared, and when she took his helmet off, that little code thing shouldn't have mattered. He should have been able to at least see her high contrast and shadow, because everything would have been a shade of red.
It showed skill though.
Yeah, I liked it.
But
like
he was different though. Like that was a different Predator. I didn't like his design. He was different.
Super Predators suck. Yeah. Go back to the OG Yautja. I don't like the Super Predators.
Yautja all day.
They look like cuttlefish.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and push that subscribe button. Thumbs up this video. And don't forget to share Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Also follow us on Instagram and Twitter. In the comment section down below, I want to know what you guys thought about the film. Did you like it or you didn't like it? And if you're a really big fan, I want you to go ahead and rank the Predator films down below and get this conversation cracking.
I'm here for the smoke. Just
I'm
going to
be in the comments too.
Me and Ronan.
I know they're coming at me. I know they're coming at me.
I'm J3.
Saber Rocks.
Run a shotgun.
Woo!
Ninja Assassin.
100,000 subscribers, guys.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Ain't no man.